Welcome back. You're with Al Jazeera. The headlines. Around 2,000 migrants from Bangladesh and Myanmar, mostly Rohingya Muslims, have landed in Indonesia and Malaysia in the past 24 hours. The Rohingya have faced decades of discrimination and persecution in Myanmar. Yemen's Houthi rebels have attacked the Saudi city of Najran. 2 people were killed in the attack. The Houthis say they used Katyusha rockets after the Saudis hit areas inside Yemen. 10 rival groups of fighters in the Central African Republic have signed a peace deal with the government. It's aimed at ending 2 years of conflict that's killed thousands of people and displaced nearly 1 million. Now, a little earlier on, we were hearing that King Salman and some other Gulf Arab leaders are declining an invitation to a summit in the US. To discuss this, I'm joined now by Ahmed Alibrahim, who's in Riyadh. He's a Saudi affairs specialist. Good to have you on the programme. So first of all, let's try and clear this up. Why has the Saudi king decided not to attend the GCC meeting? Because clearly Yemen is going to be one of the major issues on the agenda.
Well, definitely it took us by surprise that Saudi Arabia has agreed to attend, then the king decided not to go. This is kind of a little bit of scratch in the diplomacy. Well, we know that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is assessing the situation and the whole issue that they're going to discuss in Camp David on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. So I think Saudi Arabia decided that, they want to reduce who's they're going to present in Camp David. And of course, we all know Crown Prince Mohammed bin Nayef. He is he's over there, so it definitely sends a message to the United States that Saudi Arabia is not comfortable with some of the issues that they're going to discuss.
Yeah, indeed.
Especially lately that
I was going to say, some analysts are painting this as a snub from King Salman to the US. Are you saying that the relationship between the US and Saudi is now a lot cooler than it used to be? It's not a snub, definitely. It's just to send a message again. President Obama has managed to turn Saudi Arabia from an ally to a friend, and he's switching the alliances to Iran by, implementing the New Deal in the region. And that's what Saudi Arabia is trying also to send back to the United States, or at least to this administration, which is, we know in a year's time it's going to be changed, that we are friends. We have different views about certain issues in the region, and I'm sure that this decline of going to the United States is basically got into the mix of the White House declining to sign something, let's say, sort of the NATO agreement with Saudi Arabia and the GCC country, that if they agree on the proposal that the United States is giving them on the Iran sanction, will they defend the GCC country if any attack wish to happen from the Iranians? Indeed. The Saudi Arabia, other Gulf states, very worried about this deal between the US and Iran over its nuclear program. Do you think that in order to protect their interest against the growing influence of Iran, are countries like Saudi going to ask for more advanced weaponry or even a nuclear program of their own?
Of course, we showed in a couple of days earlier that the president of France, he was attending a GCC summit, and that's such a strong message to the whole international community, or at least to America, that we have other allies. If you wish not to agree in helping us and advancing us with the new weapons. As far as the nuclear deal, basically with the proposal that the United States agreed with Iran, and what kind of points that they give them, and what kind of ceiling that actually they're going to allow Iran to control, if this is the same ceiling that is going or the GCC they are going to use. Basically, if the GCC is going to get the same deal that Iran is getting when it comes to nuclear. This is the question that we don't know the answer yet. And by basically the King of Saudi Arabia declining to go, and he's appointing Prince Mohammed bin Nayef, and also the King of Bahrain, he's sending his son, the Crown Prince. So that tells you where this talks and this summit actually, it went from basically a Camp David summit to a sort of summit, Camp David.
Ahmed, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Good to get your thoughts there. Ahmed Alibrahim speaking to us live from Riyadh there. Now, the